it's me, Emil, and I know what we're gonna do today. Today we're gonna talk about Phineas and Ferb music. Now, I've made videos about Gravity Falls and my love for that show, but surprisingly, I have never touched Phineas and Ferb once on this channel. I think I talked about it one time in a video I made back like 5 years ago, where I said that Phineas and Ferb Across the Second Dimension is one of my favorite movies of all time, which is still true to an extent. It's maybe in my top like 50 at this point, but I'm still not in denial that that is one of the greatest multiversal movies of all time, and you can't change my mind about that. But in a last-ditch effort to come up with a video, because I scrapped the one I was gonna make this week and pushed it to next week, I realized, oh wait, there's a new season of Phineas and Ferb out right now. Maybe I can talk about that. You know, not all the episodes came out yet, so before we have another Smiling Friends situation where it takes over my channel for like a month, I think we're gonna hold off on that until like mid-July, and then we'll get a Phineas and Ferb video then. So if you guys want a video about the new Phineas and Ferb season, stay tuned and I'll rank every episode. Okay, but today I didn't want to waste this Phineas and Ferb momentum that I probably will not get in this video, but I do love Phineas and Ferb. It got me through some really tough times in my childhood, and I was dared to do it by a friend. So today I'm going to be ranking Phineas and Ferb songs from both the movies, from all the episodes, from all the specials, and everything. Everything is fair game. And a lot of them are bangers. This was a really, really difficult list to make. I had about 60 that I was considering putting in the top 20. But through a lot of thinking and research over like the last day, I have compiled a list of my top 20 Phineas and Ferb songs. And before we get to going over my 20 favorite Phineas and Ferb songs ever, I'm gonna throw out some honorable mentions that didn't make the list. But in no specific order, we have Izzy's Got the Frizzies, He's Bigfoot, Hey Ferb, Floor After Floor, Lies, Kick It Up a Notch, All the Convoluted Reasons We Pretend to Be Divorced, When You Levitate, Let's Take a Rocket Ship to Space, My Undead Mummy, Wedding Adventure, Disco Miniature Golfing Queen, Finadroids and Furbots, You're My Better Best Friend, The History of the Tri-State Area, Blueprints, Chupacabra Ho, Jump Right to It, and Roller Coaster. A lot of those are songs that just kind of pop in my head, especially the Levitate song. I don't know why, but that one just randomly pops in there and I'm like, boop, boop, bop, boop, boo, doo, boo, doo, doo. And even though it like terribly pains me to put a lot of these in honorable mentions and to not even mention some songs, because there are a lot of bangers in this show, I kind of have to do this. I kind of have to keep 20 because I don't have enough subscribers to be doing this for free and ranking every single song in Phineas and Ferb. But I'm down to do Phineas and Ferb, okay? I love Phineas and Ferb, but I have piddled around way too much, and now it is time to go from least favorite to favorite on my top 20 Phineas and Ferb songs of all time. Number 20, Gitchy Gitchy Goo. Had to start with a controversial one here. Okay, so let me reiterate. Gitchy Gitchy Goo is not a bad song. Every single song above this, I just like more than Gitchy Gitchy Goo. Gitchy Gitchy Goo works as a little parody of a pop song, and it does a good job doing that. I don't know, I feel like I don't need to praise this one as much as some of the other ones on the list, because this one is so freaking mainstream. I danced to this one at school in like 3rd grade. Another good thing about this song, though, is that it's one of the rare episodes where Candace and Phineas and Ferb are all singing together as good friends, and I do love those episodes where Candace and Phineas and Ferb are all kind of friends. That's fun. It's not a bad song, but they do just keep saying Gitchy Gitchy Goo, and it's meant to just be an earworm that gets caught in your brain. I'm gonna rank other songs higher than this, but it is a good song, okay? How many times do I need to say that? I don't need to defend myself against you 20 people, okay? Number 19, Tomorrow is This Morning Again. This is from the season 4 finale. It was the series finale of Phineas and Ferb, but now this is the season 4 finale of Phineas and Ferb, which takes place on the last day of summer. Not only do I like this song because of its parallels to Busted, but I do kind of love the choice of having Doof and Candace be the main characters of the series finale. It's a really good idea because those are the guys that never get the happy ending. Anyways, this is the best one in the series / season finale. And number 18, Everything's Better with Perry. This song is from Phineas and Ferb Across the Second Dimension, and I know I didn't put a lot of them in the honorable mention section. I kind of used that section to kind of promote niche Phineas and Ferb songs that I like, but Everything's Better with Perry had to be my top 20. I used it on my video back in 2020 about my top 4 favorite movies. I love how this is the start of the movie. It shows you how much Phineas and Ferb and Perry all love each other in this big brotherly connection all 3 of them have. And it manages to rhyme words with platypus, which is a feat of its own. Everything's Better with Perry is a very good song. It's such a good opening to the movie, and if you have never watched an episode of Phineas and Ferb, which I don't know why you would watch the movie without watching the show, because the show is basically on par with the movie. Dude, it's like, you gotta watch both. It's a great introduction to these characters, and for that reason, that's why it's on my list. Number 17, Mysterious Force. This is where I get to the point in the video where I think I need to say that I think I might be obsessed with Ashley Tisdale's singing voice, because she is such a fantastic singer. I know I didn't watch High School Musical ever, but there's a lot of Phineas and Ferb songs being sung by entirely Candace that are absolute bops. Ashley Tisdale, you know what you're doing, girl. Pop off! My understanding of what a bridge is also comes from watching Phineas and Ferb, and I think that's the part that I really like. It's the part that repeats, right? But the part where she sings, and excuse me, I'm not a singer, but I'm gonna try my best to read the lyrics. I just want the truth known, so I call mom on the phone, but by the time she gets here, the whole thing disappears. Whatever they build every day, it gets taken away. No one sees it, of course. It's a mysterious force. I didn't try to sing it. That was just my rendition of Mysterious Force. That's my favorite part of the song. I love that part of the song because it's freaking I don't know how to explain it. Number 16, Queen of Mars. So this one and Mysterious Force are kind of low because they are relatively short songs. I really do wish that Queen of Mars had like a second verse, I guess. Is that what I need to call it? But I don't know. It's kind of just like a little tiny song, but I wish it went on for a little longer. I always rewatch the music video for this one, and then I get so mad when it cuts to Phineas saying, woohoo! Because that's how I know, oh, the song's over. And another reason why I think I really like this song is because of how Candace just starts playing the limbs of the aliens, and then they start figuring out that they just are musical instruments. I think that's so fun. I love that. Number 15, My Cruisin' Sweet Ride. So this is an episode that doesn't get talked about as much. Same with a song that doesn't get talked about as much. I do like that episode, but I also think I have a small little love for doo-wop type songs. What are those, like 50, 60 songs that are just like doo-wop, boot-up, 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 boot-up. The animated part in the episode that this actually takes place in is cool too, because it shows a lot of characters singing this song, and I always love that. And it's also a sweet little song for Candace and Jeremy, which they don't get too many sweet episodes, but the one times they do, I really like it. I really like when they show the dynamics between the characters. You know, I already talked about Phineas, Ferb, and Candace all being together. I like the Jeremy and Candace stuff. I like Doof and Perry. I like Doof and Vanessa. Number 14, Fly on the Wall. Okay, so I didn't mention these in honorable mentions because I knew I was going to mention them in this part of the video. These are technically honorable mentions, the ones I'm about to talk about. But I love when Phineas and Ferb has these like horror sci-fi episodes. I love the little spin they do on the songs, and they do the little I don't know how to, it's another thing I don't know how to describe, but out of the three big songs that kind of have this vibe, I think Fly on the Wall does it the best. It gives me vibes of One Good Scare, which is a good one, and also You're Not Ferb. Those songs are great, and I think my favorite part of the song is when the guy singing goes, baby, you can see it all. Number 13. Ain't Got Rhythm. Okay, so I don't want to talk about this one for too long because literally everybody and their mom has like made a meme about this one or something. But I think it had to kind of be in the list. Just the fact that he's using the books to kind of make the beat. It's good, and I really do like the part where Phineas says, you're laying down some funky syncopations, but I ain't got rhythm. That's cool. I don't know. I like this song, and so does literally everyone else. So let's move on. Number 12, There's a Platypus Controlling Me. What? Yeah, this one is another really popular one, but it is a really funny song. I love that this entire song happens by accident, and Perry kind of sets Doof up to look cool in front of his daughter. That's always a fun thing. Also, the goth kids are kind of just freaking out over Doof's thing and making it like a big meeting, and he's not trying to do that at all. I love this one. Number 11, A Real Boy. Now, loyal viewers, I have been struggling with this question since I made this list. Is it a trope for robots to rap? I think it is. I want you guys to tell me in the comments, what are other pieces of media where robots are rapping? Because I feel like that's a common occurrence. But Norm rapping in this one is just awesome, and I'm glad it fits this trope that maybe I made up in my head because I watched this episode. But I do like how they do the whole Pinocchio angle, and then he gets a little rap about how he wants to be a real boy. Also, this song rhymes battery with flattery. That's a banger right there. And with that, we've made it to number 10, which is the Mix and Mingle Machine. Ooh, I kind of like what I just did there. That was kind of lit. I was legally obligated to put this one on the list, but I'm not mad about where I put it. This one is an absolute banger. And unlike In Mysterious Force, there's a lot of parts in this song that I really, really like. Oh my God, I think the word I was looking for earlier was coarse. Anyways, the chorus of this one is good. Meet and greet folks off the street, so make sure that your underwear is clean. Cause you've only got a second to make a good impression in the mix and mingle machine. This one goes hard, bro. I'm telling you, this goes hard. And I really like the part with the rooster where the guy says, "I'm being followed by a rooster." Yeah, I'm following him. Like, that's funny, man. That's funny. The rooster talk. Also, the idea of the mix and mingle machine sounds awesome. I would love to do that in real life. Number 9, Fabulous. I think this one has slowly become my favorite of the episode. I don't know why. I know Ain't Got Rhythm is good and The History of Rock and Roll is good. And Snuck Your Way Right Into My Heart, I didn't put in honorable mentions, but you should know it's an honorable mention. That is a good song, but that song didn't really feel Phineas and Ferb, if that makes any sense. It felt like a really, actually good song, so I didn't want to put it in the list because I think that would have kind of like diluted the list a little bit. But as far as like the Phineas and Ferb type songs in the episode, Fabulous I think is my favorite. I like the part where Candace is trying to distract her mom from not seeing any of this musical number happening in her hair salon. Like, that's awesome. And then Phineas gets an awesome haircut in this one too. Like, how can you be mad at Fabulous? It's fabulous. Number 8, My Nemesis. However, specifically the one that's not in the Peter the Panda episode. I like the one in the clip show episode that is extended, and it's used for whenever Perry tries to turn Doof back into a good person. I love me some Perry and Doof romance, and it's great in this one. Also, I can't hate this one because it taught me what the word nemesis means. I learned so many interesting words from Phineas and Ferb. Not just aglet, like everyone says. Yeah, I know what an aglet is, only because of that one Phineas and Ferb song. But I didn't know what the word nemesis meant until I watched this episode. So long live my Nama Nama. Ooh, my Nama Nama Nama, my Nama Nama. Ooh, my Nama 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 used to dip along even all day. Now was always someone to get in my way. Yeah, to someone in my life. Number 7, Not So Bad a Dad. Yeah, I love Sweet Doof. I love when Doof is seen to be a kind of a good guy. I know he's evil, but he's just a klutz, and he's trying his best, you know? Doof is awesome. And if this song does catch me at the wrong time and I'm getting like emotional over like family and stuff like that, this one can make me tear up. I do like Not So Bad a Dad because Doof's not so bad a dad after all. I love you, Doof. Keep being evil or whatever. Number 6, Dance Baby. Again, I love when Doof and Perry are like besties. And I love how this song is kind of just leading up to Doof trapping Perry. It's also a banger. It has some great animation with them like spinning around and the 0.5 lens where they're dancing, like absolute banger. I will not hear any disrespect on Dance Baby. I want to do that workout with someone one day. Who wants to come over and do the Dance Baby workout with me? I'm down. Number 5, What Does He Want? Okay, this is my Ashley Tisdale love coming in again. This is a song that's not talked about too much. Matter of fact, I forgot I liked this one this much until I did research for this video. This is from the Phineas and Ferb Christmas Vacation episode, and I like that it's a little thinking montage of Candace trying to decide what should she get Jeremy for Christmas. I love me a good little thinking song montage thing. I don't know what to call that. This one just feels different from a lot of other Phineas and Ferb songs because of that reason. But this one I like a lot because it's a Candace one of her trying to think of like what she should get. It feels like an actual musical number from a musical. But yeah, similar to the special, highly underrated. I really do like this song. Number 4, Busted. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is the first big crossover between the Doof storylines and Phineas and Ferb storylines. Besides this one being a certified banger that I think everyone would agree with, it's a very smart song to do because it shows the parallel of Vanessa and Candace. Both of them have a member in their family that gets up to something and they really want to tell their mom about it, but the mom doesn't believe them. This is another reason why I'm kind of glad that Vanessa and Candace become friends in the later episodes in the series. However, from what I know, because all of these songs have like no comment section, so I can't see like the online opinion of this, all my songs in the top 3 are not like a certified banger. Yeah, that's right. I didn't put Squirrels in My Pants on the list. I like Squirrels in My Pants, but do you want me to also shout out Mr. Beast in this video? Number 3, Brand New Reality. This song is freaking awesome. I love this song so much. It's such a vibe. And I say this about movies all the time. If there's a movie that makes me want to make a movie like that movie, then it's a certified banger in my book. However, this is a song that makes me want to have a multiversal hopping scene like this in one of my movies. However, I don't think I can anymore because Marvel kind of ruined that trope. And I don't want to beat a dead horse. But there's always Doomsday. You know, we can have a Phineas and Ferb type scene in Avengers Doomsday. Do it. Do it, coward. Do it. And the animation style in this one, it's so creative. I love it. Brand New Reality is my favorite part of the Phineas and Ferb Across the Second Dimension movie. And by the way, this is what Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness was missing. Number 2, Alien Heart. Sue me. I don't care. This is Lawrence's big break. And I think this is only like big songs besides Fossils. Dun dun dun. Also, the whole family's vibing in this one, and I love how Dupe's machine makes little aliens dance in the background. And a little shout out for a few lyrics in this song is I like the part where he says, "Does she want to put my brain in a can?" And then he does this weird little look down at the screen. I love that part. That part's really fun. But number 1, I think, is objectively, and if you think something else, I'm sorry, you're wrong. This is my opinion, and this is my video. I can think what I want. Reality is what I want it to be. When number 1, Summer Belongs to You. Yeah, I love this one. This one, I am so convinced that this one could have been the series finale song. I don't know if the special episode Summer Belongs to You was ever supposed to be the series finale, but it could have been. And my hot take is it should have been. Yeah, we wouldn't have Phineas and Ferb Across the Second Dimension, but still, Summer Belongs to You is freaking peak Phineas and Ferb. I'll make a whole video essay about it if I have to. I know a lot of people say the best summer song in Phineas and Ferb is the one in Across the Second Dimension, but sorry, not for me. I like Summer Belongs to You. And not only is the song, like, what it represents is such a good, like, representation of Phineas and Ferb as a whole. It has so many different parts. And if you have been paying attention to my top 20, you know that's one of my favorite parts about Phineas and Ferb songs. It starts off as just like a Phineas song, then it has the clapping part, they have the reference to the roller coaster, Candace joins in, she says she's proud of her brothers? What? This is awesome. Why, I don't know why they didn't save this one for the series finale. They cooked so early. And then they were just still in the kitchen making bangers. I love Summer Belongs to You, and you cannot convince me of anything else. But yeah, that is my top 20 Phineas and Ferb songs of all time. Let me know in the comments down below, what are your, like, well, let's keep it to 5. Top 5 favorite Phineas and Ferb songs. And with that being said, I think that's about it for this week's video, and I'll see you guys next week.